Well, an incredibly dignified statement from Prince William, Duke of Cambridge yesterday. This, of course, surrounding BBC Deceit when it comes to the Princess Diana interview back in 1995, and a report published yesterday finding that the broadcaster covered up the deception involved. I'm going to play the clip in a moment, but just to give this whole sorry episode the full context, even as the BBC themselves have been forced to report, BBC's deceit over Diana interview worsened my parents' relationship. William, the Duke of Cambridge, has blamed BBC failings over its interview with his mother for fueling her paranoia and worsening his parents' relationship. After an inquiry found the BBC fell below its standards, Prince William said he was most saddened Diana never learned she had been deceived. He said his mother was failed not just by a rogue reporter, but by BBC bosses. If you haven't seen the statement, as I said, incredibly dignified. Here it was.
I would like to thank Lord Dyson and his team for the report. It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning. That BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia, and isolation that I remember from those final years with her. But what saddens me most is that if the BBC had properly investigated the complaints and concerns first raised in 1995, my mother would have known that she had been deceived. She was failed not just by a rogue reporter, but by leaders at the BBC who looked the other way rather than asking the tough questions. It is my firm view that this panorama programme holds no legitimacy and should never be aired again. It effectively established a false narrative which for over a quarter of a century has been commercialised by the BBC and others. This settled narrative now needs to be addressed by the BBC and anyone else who has written or intends to write about these events. In an era of fake news, public service broadcasting and a free press have never been more important. These failings, identified by investigative journalists, not only let my mother down and my family down, they let the public down too.
Of course, a big reaction to that statement. Here's just a few from a pair of Conservative MPs. First of all, Ipswich MP Tom Hunt saying incredibly powerful by the Duke of Cambridge. So much pain has been caused by such shocking deception. Very serious implications and questions to answer for the BBC. Steve Baker as well, commenting, Majesty, the character of a future king. I think that is absolutely right. Thanks for watching, guys.